Hello, hey everybody. It's Monday, and today is the 13th of September, and we're in the second annex with Rue and her kittens, right here. I just got the notification that there's a live stream on Kitten Academy, so this must be working. So, not a whole lot of news that you haven't already heard, probably. Of course, the biggest news is that over the weekend we had Loom and Herringbone get picked up by their adopters, so they're not here anymore. Of the Catterns, that leaves and Paisley and Basketweave that are still here. So just the two of them left, and they get free roam of the entire academy because they get along with everybody just fine. So probably won't see a whole lot of them on the regular Kitten Academy live stream anymore as a result, but you'll definitely see them at least a little bit before they go to their adopters. But enough about that. We'll try to see them before the end of the close-up. Let's talk about Rue here and her kittens first. So Rue, as you know, is the mom of the older kittens that we have here right now, older by 2 weeks. So they're not very old. They are still less than a month old at this point. And according to our weigh-in today, they're all doing pretty well. There were a couple that were a little low on gains today, but I made sure they got some extra nursing time with their mom, and we're going to keep an eye on them. And if anybody posts low gains too many times in a row, then we'll tube feed them. We'll help out, and that's what we do. So we're definitely watching that. Speaking of things that we're watching, though, if you are watching the regular Kitten Academy live stream, then you might have already heard me saying a few words about how Rue here, not feeling the best today. She's had she's vomited a couple times. She had some real bad diarrhea, and just hasn't been as enthusiastic today about either seeing me or about seeing food as she normally would be. So definitely feeling a little bit under the weather. On the plus side, she's obviously taking great care of her kittens regardless, and her temperature is normal too, so we know it's not anything that's causing her to have a fever. So that's probably good news too. We're definitely keeping a real close eye on this. My guess is that when DJ gets home in just a little bit, she and I are going to get together and give Rue here a little bit of the subcutaneous fluids and some injectable Serenia at the same time. And subcu fluids and Serenia is the old classic sort of 1-2 punch that we use whenever we end up in this particular situation. It's a normal thing for a cat, especially a mom cat, to have a day or two where she just doesn't want to eat and she's not feeling so great. And you never really find out for sure what was going on, but you just chalk it up to like a 24-hour bug. And in most of those cases, a little bit of subcu fluids and Serenia goes a long way to just knocking that right out. So we'll be doing that for her today, I'm sure. And then if she still is feeling a little bit under the weather tomorrow, we'll probably take her to the vet at that point. But for just 1 day's worth of bug, I don't worry about it too much because we've seen it just so many times. It's not the thing to worry about yet. So that's the plan for her is, like I said, just keeping an eye on her, helping her out as much as we can. A little bit of extra fluids. And Serenia, by the way, is like an anti-nausea. So because she's been vomiting, that'll help out quite a bit. Usually that's all it takes. So we'll see about it. So I already weighed all the kids today. I weighed her and her kids. She's down a little bit in weight too. Can you believe she weighs just 6 pounds today? Ooh. She is tiny, though. I suspect that when she is just out living her life and not having babies and nursing them, she probably weighs about 6 pounds on a normal, average, everyday day. But today, that 6 pounds is composed of the wrong stuff. She's a little thinner than she ought to be, and she's still got all the milk and stuff. So not the right 6 pounds today, even if that's her normal weight. So we're keeping an eye on her weight. We're keeping an eye on her intake. Going to make sure she eats enough. Going to make sure she gets fluids. And if any of that doesn't work out for one reason or another, then we will get her straight to a vet. But right now, it doesn't feel like it's necessary to me, at least. So that's enough about that. Like I said, she's not feeling too badly, just having a little bit of a sick day, and who could blame her? Look at all these kittens she's got to deal with. So let's, even though I've already weighed them, take just a minute to have a quick check and look at each of them together up close. And we'll go just in order since I know them in order, which means we want to start with Caper. Is this Caper right here, I think, maybe? Could be. Nope, that is not Caper. The way I can tell, Caper's the one that's actually being Mom's pillow right now. You see this kitten right now? Oh, I'm sorry, Rue. Okay, she's... Okay. No, there we go, right there. This is our boy. So, Caper, you can tell apart because he's got those big, bold, classic tabby stripes, almost starting to turn into a little bit of a swirl there, which is what you expect to see. And, I'm happy to report that even though Caper had low gains for a couple days, today he posted very good gains, so he's right on track again. And that's another normal thing. You see the kittens go back and forth a little. He's velcroed onto my jeans. I just want to show your face to everybody for 1 second, Cape. There you go, little Cape Man. All right, and there's a song from the Cape Man. Yeah, all right. So that's our little Caper. We won't keep him for too long. Let him go right back to his mom. Then next up we have Hijinks, who I believe has got to be this one. Hijinks and his brother Hustle are a little hard to tell apart at a glance. I'm going to show you both of them and you're going to think they're twins, but they are distinct if you know what to look for, which is mostly that Hijinks here is a little thinner face and a little bit lighter in color. It's subtle, but it works. So that's little Hijinks. And then this is going to be Hustle, I hope. Yes, a little wider face, a little bit darker in color, but a subtle difference nonetheless. So that is Hustle. The previous one was Hijinks. So all three of those are boys. Of course, that's Caper, Hustle, and Hijinks. Wait, Caper, Hijinks, and Hustle. Yes, that's it. Got it. Then we have 3 black kittens, and I don't know which is which from this angle, so we're just going to pick this one at random and see who we got. Oh, good, I did. I got it in the right order. So this is Gimmick, the boy, and you can tell Gimmick because buddy, focus. There we go, focus camera. Good job. All right, so Gimmick you can tell because he's got the white spot on his belly and another one right under his neck that's, it's been tricky to show you guys, but I like to show it a little bit anyway. Oh, there you go. Did you just see that? Oh, you got to hold your head up high, pal. Hold your head up high and show everybody. Well, you can see there's a white spot there anyway. So that is Gimmick. All right, Gimmick. Oh, beautiful blue eyes. And then that means this one, the other one that appears all black at a glance, and actually is all black, is our one girl in this class, Sham. Focus camera. There we go. Okay, so that's Sham. Shammy, hi. You got a couple little eye boogers there. Yeah, you do. I have noticed that the kittens, their eyes here are a little tiny bit weepy. Also not an unusual thing. So, nothing that we're too worried about at this point. But as always, keeping an eye on everything. So that brings us to the final kitten, the other boy. This one is Gambit. And Gambit we know because he's got this big old, like speckled gray back half, I guess. So that's our Gambit, little tiny Gambit. Gambit and Sham, by the way, are the two that weighed in a little light today and got the extra feeding, but we want to make sure they're going to get all the food that they can, so I'm going to put him right back there. So that's Rue and her 6 kittens, and like I said, even though there's a little bit of, things here and there that we're keeping an eye on, I think overall they're doing quite well. Now, we're going to head over and see Mural's kids next. But before we do, I printed out a sheet here. I just want to take a break for a second and talk about something that that you guys may not all be prepared for. And certainly, this is not a message for everybody. This is a message for former adopters from Kitten Academy. I'm talking to the alums here, if they even watch the show anymore. If they don't, that's okay. They got what they were after, so I understand. But if you are an alumni, you know that during mailbags, I've accumulated a long list of things that people sent in to go home with cats for endowments that came in just a little bit late and arrived here after the cat had left. And I've been gathering all those up to be sent out in due time. And I finally got motivated to pack them all into boxes and figure out who they are going to, which is done. All I have to do now is make sure that I have everybody's addresses and mail them out. So that is what I'm planning on doing in the upcoming day or days. And to that, some of them are quite old. It's been the whole time we've been all the way back to the very first class that we had here in Connecticut. We don't go back further than Connecticut, thank goodness. But we definitely go back pretty far. And I'm not going to apologize for that now. I've done enough apologizing for that. But I'm just calling out to say, if you are in the list of kitten adopters that I am about to read out, I'm going to read out the names of the kittens. If you adopted any of those kittens, get in touch with me. You would know how to get in touch with me, but you can also, if you don't remember or don't know, email headmaster@kitten.academy, and you'll reach Lisa, and she'll pass it on to me. What we want is just your address. I'm going to ship the stuff to you one way or another. If you send me your address, it makes it easier. I don't have to try to find it or get it from Dawes, and also if it saves me the trouble of potentially shipping it to an address that's old for some people that may have moved in the meantime. Don't want to do that. So here's the list. All right, I'm going to show it to you and I'm going to read it to you. That way you got it both ways. If your kitten is on this list, just send me your address, headmaster@kitten.academy, or wherever you can, the address. So here's the people that we need to see. We need to see Belle, Beep and Klaxon, Gab, Bessie, Truffle and Caviar, Shire, Retro and Indy, Culotte and Pebble, Tinker and Dabble, Champagne, Flower, Putter and Trifle, Vintage and Ironic, Corn, Argyle and Chevron, Saffron, Morgan and Clydesdale, Vinyl, Cartwheel, Monkey, Rio, Blue Jean, Millet, Twiddle, and Tilbury. If your kitten is on that list, just let me know your address, all right? I know, it's a big list, but there you go. So, otherwise, I don't have anything for you. By the way, if you are on that list, and let's go next door now that I've taken care of that little bit of business, let's go next door and see the other kittens. If you are on that list, I want to let you know in advance. I might already have your info, and you might already know I have your info, but send it anyway. That'll just help clear everything up for sure. I'm going to do some hand sanitizer while I talk to you. Also, if you're on that list, I want to let you know some of that is, some of those didn't really have much for me to send. It's going to be a very small box. And for each of the boxes, I sort of padded them out and used as packing material all the sort of random items and endowments and some old blankets and stuff. So could be anything in the box, not necessarily all stuff that I owed you, but there you go. It definitely includes the stuff I owed you. So here's Mural, and for reasons I don't know, she's over here meowing at the master bedroom. Could be she wants to go out in the cat run, but I don't think she really knows that cat box is in the master bedroom right now. So I don't know why she's over here talking to the door, but let's see if she'll follow us back to her kittens while we see them. Come on, Mural. She wanted out this morning, and I didn't see any reason for her not to come out and run around a little bit like she does. Mew Mew. And she's following us a little bit. You can see these are the scratchers that came for her and Rue in the mailbag over the weekend, which will shortly be deployed. Come on in, Mew Mew. There we go. Come on in, all the way in. Don't just stand in the door. Come on. You gotta close it, door stopper. Mew Mew, she's so pretty. You're such a pretty Moo Moo. She wants so much attention this morning, and I can tell that she wants attention because the whole time I'm in there trying to care for Rue, Mural hears me and comes over and starts just scratching at this door, and she tries to grab it with her claws and pull it open too, which is a Maggie trick. She's very smart. But this particular door locks both ways, so she can't pull it open or push it open, which is nice because the microchip pet door that we have only locks one way, and Maggie's got the habit of pulling that one open to let herself through anytime she wants, whether she's allowed or not. I have a feeling that Mural already knows that trick, but she can't get away with it. So, so that doesn't stop her from trying though. And it makes a lot of noise. She goes over there and she's basically like scratching on the door and pulling on the door and making it, it's all kinds of noises, banging. She's basically banging on the door is what she's doing, just to get my attention. It's cute. It's sweet that she wants my attention. And I guess Rue didn't even seem that bothered, probably because she's not feeling great. Good job, Mural. Good job. You show that infinity scratcher. Wow, she's serious about it. Okay. Well, again, I've already weighed all of her kittens today, and they all did pretty well. There are a couple, again, that I think could gain some more weight, but we'll give them some time to get caught up. I think they're doing okay. But let's see each of them up close. I'm still kind of trying to memorize the names. Plus, yes, they tend to greet me with a little bit of hissing like that was. So we just need to bother them even more than we're already bothering them. That's why we bother the kittens the way we do. So let's go in weight chart order, which will make it slightly easier. That makes this first one is Splotch, the brown tabby. Look at all that beautiful brown color right there. So that's Splotch, a little girl, Splotch. Hi, Splotchy, our girl. And as you can see, Splotch has the polydactyl extra beans. Well, actually, I don't think you can see it very well, but trust me, they're there. So that's Splotch, and I'm going to put Splotch in my lap while we go through the rest of them. That way, it gets a little bit of extra time around my denim, learning to do some lap time, and we'll put them all back in afterwards. So that's our little Splotch. Oh yeah, everybody's got their eyes open today, so I guess you probably just saw Splotches. Let's take a look at Trace next. Trace was, very hissy, so let's give Trace a little bit of extra kissing. Hang on. Yeah, a little extra kisses for you. Come here. Okay, that's our Trace. We noticed about Trace, and I think some other people noticed that. First off, this is not what I was going to say, but look at that hair. You can tell this is going to be a floofer. Look at all that silly, silly hair. The thing I was going to say that we noticed about Trace is that Trace also has, in addition to having this little red spot on her forehead, has a little red spot at the very tip of her tail, too, so she's got it on both ends. Do you see that very end of her tail has the color on it? We're going to set her in my lap, too. Yeah, she's got just the littlest tiny bit of red on either, there we go, on either end. Hard to get the camera to focus on that, which is super funny and cute. So that's Trace. Next up we have Etch, who is one of the two boys in this class of mostly girls. And he is going to yell at me about all this. He's got his eyes open today. Come on, focus, focus. I should have turned on some extra lights in here. It's very dim, and that's why the camera's having some trouble. So that's Etch, our little boy Etch. And he's the one with the very big thumbs, who's also a polydactyl. Okay, well we can't. There we go. There you go. That's a great shot of it right there. Good job. Nice little Etch. Okay, buddy, let's see. They're trying to climb around in my lap, and they're kind of climbing on each other and getting upset about all of it. They're going to figure it out, though, and like I said, we'll just let them play over here for a minute, and then we'll put them all back. Hang on, kiddos. Just hang on. There we go. We'll get you back right after. So, next is the other boy. There's only two boys in this class, so the one was Etch, the orange one, and the other one is Doodle, the all-black kitten, who also has no focus. There we go. You focus a little better over here, don't you? Of course, you're very floofy. You look very fuzzy even when you're in focus. Yeah, okay, so that's Doodle. Little doodly-doo. And he is, I think everybody in this class is going to end up being a long-haired super floof. He's still yelling. Put you down, bud. You don't have to yell anymore. All right, next up is our other tortie, Squiggle. Squiggle. This is Squigs. Squiggle. Little Squiggle. There she is. And obviously, as a tortie, also a girl. All right, Squiggly. Okay. Okay, we'll put you down. You can stop yelling, but we're still going to pet you and bother you a little bit because that's important. We've got to bother all the kittens. Very important. All right, that leaves us with one last kitten. This is Scrawl. She's the small one in this group, and she has been put down on the weight sheet as a gray tabby, which I think is basically correct. There we go, our little tiniest tabby in the whole house right now. Okay. Yeah, she's the smallest kitten in the entire house. She's yelling at her mom. Okay, you want me to give them all back now, Mew? You ready? You ready for your kittens? Okay, let's get them. Let's get in here and get them. Come on, let's have some kitten time, Mural. So that was Etch. Just go in random order here. This is Squiggle again. Oh, did I tell you the name of our last one, the gray tabby? I don't know if I did. That's Scrawl. Scrawl, S-C-R-A-W-L, Scrawl, just like that. That's our little Scrawl. Okay. And this is our boy Doodle, Dude. I saw someone ask who was born first. Yeah, so, I mean, Rue's babies were born first. You know that because they're 2 weeks older than this. And then these kids were actually born the day after Rue arrived here, though, with her kittens. So that's Trace. And finally, all the way at the bottom here must be Splotch. And it is. Tiny little Splotch. Okay, there we go. Now they're all in there with their mom, Mural, who's a total sweetheart. Very photogenic. Oh, she's so beautiful. They're both very pretty mom cats, though. So, Mural and her little kittens, they are, is this their, are we in their 4th week? So they're just over 3 weeks old? No, they're in their 3rd week. They're just over 2 weeks old now, right? I think they're just over 2 weeks. That sounds right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, we got to see them all up close. Of course, I can't really arrange for them to be very entertaining during these close-ups because they're just going to do whatever the kittens are going to do, which at this point is mostly falling over and hitting each other a lot. They do an awful lot of that. That's big kitten entertainment at this point. A lot of falling over and a lot of hitting. So... 10 days old today. All right, wow, I'm getting way ahead of myself. 10 days old, they've all got their eyes open. Very advanced little kids. Okay, so we're in week 2. I guess that makes more sense. So that puts the other kids in week 4 somewhere. There we go. Alright, if you want to keep watching what these kittens are going to do with their mom and lots of falling over and hitting each other, you can tune into the regular Kitten Academy live stream. You see there's cameras for that right here. Look at that camera pointed right in there. There's another one in the box. So, I mean, you can't not see them. In fact, I guess technically the Kitten Academy live stream is a little more close than some of the close-ups lately. You want to be technical about it. So check it out, the Kitten Academy live stream if you want to keep watching the kittens. But just for fun now, let's go see if we can find where Princess Paisley and Basket Weave might be. Let's see if we can find them. We're just going to do a little more of the hand sanitizer. There we go. All right. I want to emphasize, Rue is doing fine. I'm just telling you what's going on so that you don't worry if you see me on the stream talking to her like she's feeling a little sick. She's just got a stomach bug. Not going to be a big deal. Oh, look, there's Basket Weave. So here's Basket Weave sitting at the top of his old cat tree. He's king of the castle now, aren't you, buddy? Oh, yeah, he's going to roll over and let me pet his little belly. I don't think he's got any purrs for me today, though. He must have given all those to his sister. Hi, Bud, what is it? What is it? You're looking very suspiciously at me. Look at that beautiful face, though. Oh, that color. Good looking, buddy. So that's Basket Weave. And if you heard some meowing just now, somebody else wants my attention. This is Custard Doodle. Hi, Custard. You got some eye goobers too, all the time. You've always got the eye goobers, though. Okay, there we go. Have a big old Custard. And then here's Princess Paisley, right over here, right where I would have guessed. She likes this cat tree a lot, where she can sit and watch things out the picture window, take a nap. So, there we go. That's Princess Paisley. Paisley, do you have a purr for me? You usually have a purr for me. Basket Weave usually does not. Seems like she hasn't got one today. That's fine. Oh no, she does. She's doing it just a little bit. It's probably hard to hear over the air conditioning. Got a tiny purr going. All right. Well, hey, that's everybody then that we saw. All the kittens anyway. So, and all the kittens and Custard. And wow, this room is a mess. Oh, here comes Basket Weave. Gonna play with Custard a little bit, I guess. That's good. Custard could use a kitten to play with once in a while. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? He gave him a little head bump, and now he's gonna reach up and pet on him. Hey, Custard, you should play with that buddy. You should play with him. I bet he wants to play. I bet you want to play. You guys could work something out. Or not. Look at all this tissue from yesterday. Not even yesterday, from mailbag. That was 2 days ago now. All right, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying, but there we go. So if you want to watch the kittens that you saw at first there, you can tune into the Kitten Academy live stream. They'll be on there all day long. If you want to watch these kittens, you just got to keep your fingers crossed. I'll put them on the regular Kitten Academy live stream if we have a good opportunity. But considering they're just running around the house doing their own thing, probably not going to be a whole lot of those opportunities. I will make sure that you will see all of it. I'll see them again plenty before they go to their adopters and have the goodbye wave and all that stuff. We'll definitely do that. But they're probably not going to be on the stream a bunch because they're just doing their things now for a while. I did see the question come up a couple times about whether we're going to do any special feedings for Rue's kids. No, as long as she's taking care of them, we're not going to do anything. As long as they're getting all the weight gains they need. The only reason that we would step in there is if they go a couple days without getting the right gains. I think that question was coming out of the idea of, if she's sick, are you going to take the kittens away from her so they don't get sick? But it is way too late for that. By the time that you can tell that a mom cat's sick, those kittens are plenty exposed to whatever's going on. And they're fine. They're all doing fine, so no worries. All right, well, one last wrap up, I guess. Again, thanks so much for joining us. Don't worry about Rue. I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. That's all. I'm not worried about her right now. Just keeping an eye on it. And like I said, if it does turn out that the usual stuff doesn't get it nipped in the bud, then we'll take her to the vet and really make sure that it's taken care of. So. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope you have a really good day, and we should see you for another close-up on Wednesday. That's the plan. See you again for a close-up on Wednesday, and the Kitten Academy live stream running continuously until then. By the way, I owe a note on our internet service through Spectrum, which is that ever since that day, and knock on wood, I can't believe I'm saying this, ever since that day that they sent that tech out to look at our stuff, and I really did not believe he would fix anything, haven't had a single outage. So, and statistically speaking, we should have had several by now. So I guess he did fix something. How about it? Credit where credit is due. Anyway, that's it. Thanks, everybody. Oh, and yeah, and if you're on that long list of former adopter kitten owners, yeah, don't forget to shoot me your address. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Just trying to knock out some very old projects there.